Hello, my name is Sandy Cardenas, and today I'm going to be presenting to you a PowerPoint and environmental influences on offender trends and patterns. For environmental influences, I believe family influences you a lot. Behavior is learned. Um, Family affects criminal behavior and how you're disciplined. Um, you are affected, and if you saw violent behavior in your household, you're more likely to be violent yourself. So if like if you saw your mom get beaten all the time, you are um, able to get traumatized and maybe even react to that. Not having a caring parent or nurturing your family, so saying you didn't have your mom around or your dad, or you were just tossed around from foster home to foster home, and or maybe they're not your parents, and they just probably didn't have the time to give you that love, or you thought you didn't give you the time. Poor communication between families could affect as well your way of thinking. Definitely values as well. Neighborhoods play a big role, I believe. Depending where you live, could also affect someone's behavior. If you live in a dysfunctional neighborhood, saying there was gangs, or just a lot of violence in general, a lot of robbing, or if it was a neighborhood that was drug related, things that they happen there. Education as well plays a big role in environment too. Schools also influencing criminal behavior, I believe. Having a low IQ as well. Schools could also create frustration and conflict on someone's behavior, not reaching your educational goals, saying all your cousins went to college, or friends, and saying for some reason you weren't able to go to college, or you just didn't know what to study, or saying you went to college, and for your college you got a degree, and out of nowhere you just weren't able to get into law school just because you didn't have the right grades for it. And then as well, culture culture does influence you a lot. um, Social culture norms could shape your behavior. Beliefs, like how the picture says, language, manners of interacting, your thoughts, values, like I was said in the first slide, expected behaviors, practices, relationships, the customs, rituals, even faith could play a big role as well, courtesies, and the way you communicate with people as well. Economic status could as well hinder, um, and some people, not everybody. If you grew up in a poor household or neighborhood, it could influence you as a person. It could or it could not. It's just depending the person and um, who you are, self control. Again, it'll go back to beliefs, how you were raised. Not having a well paying job could also take a turn in your environment as well. Some people tend to get frustrated. Like I said, not everybody, but some people tend to get frustrated. Um, like I said as well, with educational goals, not getting the right paying job, um, will give you that frustration, and you'll feel the want to do something. Some people will engage in doing other better things, but some people will probably engage in doing um, in maybe in criminal behavior, or who knows, maybe not even that. Um, Maybe it could be criminal. Maybe they would just maybe just stop talking to people. Maybe get in depression. you socialize as well. How you socialize with your peers will influence you either good and bad. There's some people who obviously have like friends or were around people who were saying in jail maybe all the time, or they were just bad people like maybe selling drugs, and they will probably not even come back to that. They'll be like, no, I don't want to be that. I would socialize a lot with um, people in gangs when I was younger, but then that doesn't make you, depending on your self control, that wouldn't make you go into gangs as well. It's just depending on your self control. Relationships such as no, you have no future chance of marriage could cause frustration, saying some people, not all, like I was saying, could probably saying maybe they were really in love with someone, and just because maybe they just saw that your stuff were not put together, you didn't know what you were wanting with your life, or you just didn't have that job you needed, they stopped talking to you, and that maybe made you antisocial and maybe want to do things to people who hurt you. Being neglected will also cause criminal behavior. If you don't feel that nurture, if you just felt like you're left aside all the time, you were that outcast, that probably could get you into criminal behavior. And there we could see a picture, obviously, of how they're socializing, as well, like in different countries. Like everybody has, like I was saying, norms and beliefs, and who you socialize will have different norms and beliefs, and you will get into that as well. Genes. Genes play a big role to it as well in environment. Genes also give you the personality traits that could affect towards your environment. In being an impersonal person, aggressive, impulsive, emotional, and tense, and with other things, with your genes, depending if saying maybe if there was a serial killer as well, and in your family, maybe you'll get those as well as traits, or those type of feelings and rage, and you'll want to do that same thing as well. Or maybe even knowing that psychological part will make you think you are one as well. Who knows? Everybody takes it different, I guess. Again, self control plays a lot in your environment. Like, if depending on your self control, um, it could affect you. Then this is all I have. This are my references, um, and I hope you guys liked my presentation.